So I got a crazy story for you, and I will show you the video here in a minute, but I got to give you the rundown first. So I was coming out of Rayland, Ohio, my hometown, out onto Ohio State Route 150. There was a semi-truck parked in the middle of the road. All this traffic backed up. Well, the semi started backing up, hit the car behind them with their trailer, and so all them cars started backing up to get away from the semi. The semi then backed up a second time, hit the car behind him, and started driving that car into the car behind them, who had children in the car. When I seen this, I jumped out. I went running up to the truck. The guy tried driving away. Well, when I got to the truck, I told him, get out of the truck. You are getting out of the truck. You just hit these people behind you. I was about to rip him out of the truck. He's throwing his hands up. Two Mexican guys. Neither of them can speak English. So, when this happened, they finally got out of the truck. Then, once they got out of the truck, somebody said, I'm calling the police. Ohio State Highway Patrol showed up, and the cop was zero tolerance with these people. He's like, you can't even speak English, and you're driving on our roadways. Do you speak English? And the guy's like, oh, just a little bit, just a little bit. He didn't even say that. He was just going like that. And he's talking to somebody on the phone, and the cop's like, look, get off the phone. Get off of the phone. Who are you talking to? Well, he ignored the cop and continued talking. Two Mexican guys, neither could speak English. So he asked for their license. Neither of them could produce any kind of CDL or identification. One of them actually had a Florida ID. The cop was like, this is no driver's license. This is not a CDL. He's like, and one of the requirements to having your CDL in Ohio is that you can read, write, and speak English. So as they're going on, the cop says, the state trooper says, look, you got 2 minutes to move this truck. He's screaming at him, you got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes to move this truck or I'm going to have it towed. The guy's throwing his hands up like, I don't understand, you know. So the trooper gets pissed off. The guy continued to sit there and wouldn't move. He goes up to the truck and says, you have 30 seconds to move or I'm towing it and I'm taking you to jail. So what did the truck driver do? He finally pulled up 40 feet and stopped again. So the State Highway Patrol went around him and showed him that if you go up the road just a little bit, you can turn in right here to Dairy Queen. So he did. The semi-truck drove, pulled in, and I'm talking to the State Highway Patrol, and the State Highway Patrol pretty much came to the consensus that these guys aren't even supposed to be in this country. They're not even supposed to be working in this country, let alone driving a semi-truck in this country and doing stuff like that. You know, she had a kid in the car, and I think that's what made everybody angry. The guy had a Florida ID, but it wasn't a driver's license. And the cop's like, look, nothing you're showing me tells me that you can drive that truck right there. And, you know, the whole time, when this first happened, I'm screaming at the guy. I'm like, you just hit those people in that car, and they have children in it. Get out of the truck right now. You're not going anywhere. Everybody in traffic got out, and they're like, yeah, we're not letting this guy leave. He's not going anywhere. He got a statement from me, and I left. But you need to see this. This video, it's wild. So we're down here in Rayland, Ohio, and this truck stopped right in the middle of traffic, right here in Rayland. Stopped. Had all kind of traffic backed up. Traffic done went through now. We kind of directed him around, but then he starts backing up. He backs into this car. So they backed up even further, and then he backs up some more, hits into him again, and then starts pushing him back again into the car that was behind them, which is right here. And I'm not going to show you, but they got a kid in the car, and he was starting to push them into them. Somebody call the sheriff!
You just hit her truck. You just hit her truck into the car behind. Hey, hang on.
You're not leaving. You're not leaving. You're late.
Go ahead, hit me. You're not leaving.